Oh yeah, what's going on YouTube? Nick here, coming at you with another video, and in this video I'm giving you my 12 best tips for Uber and Lyft drivers in 2020. So check it out. All right, number one, in case you didn't already know, use both apps, okay? Uber and Lyft both offer different opportunities to earn bonus money, and if you're not earning bonus money, you are losing out on a lot of money, okay? So make sure you're using both apps. If you're an Uber driver and you don't have the Lyft app, download the Lyft app. If you're a Lyft driver and you don't have the Uber app, download the Uber app and become a driver. If you need to sign up, use my link in the description below, and I'm happy to help you in any way I can. I'll very much appreciate it. Me and my daughter, we would love it if you use our link. Thank you so much. So Uber has surge zones, and then Lyft has their power zones. They both are very different. They both show up at different areas and different times. So you want to make sure you take advantage of that. You can, because you're really missing out. If you're not taking advantage of both apps and getting both bonuses, you are losing out on a lot of money, and I don't want to see you do that. Tip number two, mileage. Track your mileage. And this is the only thing you need to do to track your mileage. You don't need a third-party app. You don't need to write it down in your notebook. You don't need to do anything like that. The only thing that you need to do for your taxes as an Uber driver and as a Lyft driver, you need to record your miles at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the tax year, okay? You need to record your miles at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year. And then what this crazy technology called these companies, they're called Uber and Lyft, and they both track your mileage while you're on the app. Yes, I'm saying it like a jerk because I'm so sick of people on YouTube, these Uber tubers, talking about how you have to have a third-party app or write down your miles. You don't need to do all this for every trip. Anytime you're on the app, anytime you're on the Uber app, anytime you're on the Lyft app, they are tracking your miles. At the end of the year, they're going to send you a form with all of the miles that you drove while on the app. I don't care if you were on the app, you didn't have a rider, that still counts. You can still write off those miles. And I don't care if you were just like, you're going to the store, but you turn the app on, which I do all the time. I'll turn the app on, I'll go to the store, and guess what? I'm writing off all those miles. I go to see family members with the app on, and guess what? I'm writing off all those miles. There's your tip, okay? Anybody else that's telling you different, get away from them. Unsubscribe from them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're gonna lead you in the wrong direction. Listen, I'm an Uber driver and a Lyft driver for over 2 years now. I've given over 5,000 rides. I'm giving you my best tips, tricks, and strategies. I've been doing my taxes for over 20 years, my own taxes. I do it on TurboTax. It's the best way to do it. Yeah. That's it. That's my rant. Okay. Number three tip for you in 2020 is track your expenses. The best way to track your expenses is on an app called QuickBooks, right? So you have to track your expenses. You have to track any money that you put into your car. So there's different things that go on, right? Like, so some of my expenses would be like, we can write off gum. We can write off waters and snacks for our passengers. And anything that you use to like clean your car, like, so I use Scrub-A-Dub. Scrub-A-Dub's got a really good deal here in Boston where I drive. For $20 a month as a Lyft driver, they get unlimited car washes for $20. I'll go to the car wash every day. Anyways, I can write that off. That's $20 a month. I get to write off as an expense. It goes right to my debit card, and then I use QuickBooks Self-Employed. It tracks all my every payment that goes through my debit card, and then I go on the app and I'm like, oh, that's a rideshare expense, and then it puts it over into the category rideshare expense. So at the end of the year, I'm like, oh, QuickBooks, what's my total expenses for rideshare? I just ask that question to it, and it's like, gives me all my expenses, gives me a total. I load it up into TurboTax, and I'm done. If you want the QuickBooks app, which I highly suggest that you do, the link is in the description. You're going to get like 30% off, something like that. It's like 30% off, or it's $30 for the year, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's in there. If you want to use it, do it. Yeah, you got to pay for it, but I'm telling you, it's way better than writing everything down, logging into your phone every time that you want to in your notes and put it down. QuickBooks is just like, oh, it gives you all your transactions, and you categorize it. It's what I do. It's easy. If you want to see a tax video talking about what expenses you can write off, definitely check out the video right here, and the link will also be in the description. So check that out. So here's my tip. Strive for the bonuses. Study your app. Know when areas are going to surge. Know when the bonuses are going to be there. Make sure you know what events are happening in your area. Check the airport. Check for flight status. Know when all the flights are coming in. Study your app. I study the app. I know where the surge zones are. I know where it's going to surge, and I know when it's not going to surge. I know exactly where to go and what times to go. You definitely need to pay attention to your app and find those key surge areas. So be consistent, study your surge, study your app, stick to the times that are going to surge the most, but also stick to the times that work best for you. There's an app called Gridwise, and you can download that app. It'll tell you about events that are happening in your area, so it's an easy way to keep track of that, and it also gives you some flight status, so you can also check flights too. Number five, tip number 5 for 2020, don't chase the surge. Now, this is typically pretty good information. You know, you don't always want to chase the surge, but like if I'm like a mile away and I'm seeing a surge that I know typically will grow. I know that area is like typical to spike up, and it's like, oh, it's $1.50, and then as I'm like, okay, let me see, should I go over there? Not really for $1.50, but if I know the area is going to surge up to 5 and 8 and 10, and I'm a mile away, yeah, I'm gonna make my way over there. Actually, and I made a really good video on that too. So check out the card right here. Check out the video right here. I made an awesome video talking about how what I do when I chase the surge, and it's all on my dash cam and everything like that. And I simultaneously record the Uber app and show you the surge, how it jumped up to like, I think it was like $15 or $20. So I just want to point that out. Like, you don't typically chase the surge, but you have to determine like how far away is it, and is it worth it to go over there. All right. So it's not a definite thing of, it's not a definite principle of not to chase the surge. You have to evaluate what's going to be best for you. Number 6, maximize your tips. How do you do that? You're like, yeah, oh, easy for you to say, Nick, easy for you to say rideshare hustle, but how do you do that? Well, number 1, first impressions, right? Like, have a clean car. Like I said, get the unlimited car wash, especially, if you're driving a lot, get the unlimited car wash, okay? I live in an apartment. I don't have a place to wash my car, so I'm definitely would get it. And honestly, I don't want to spend all my time hand washing my car anyways. So I go to the automatic car wash. I have unlimited car washes for $20 a month. It's a great deal. I try to wash my car almost every single day. Whenever I pass by the car wash, I go there, I get it washed, clean it up, and that way I'm always showing up clean. I'm always showing up correct. I'm making a good first impression. If you show up in a crappy looking car and it's dirty and it's filthy and it shows that you haven't put any time or effort into making a good appearance, I guarantee you will not get tips. Okay? If you want to increase your percentage in how to get tips, show up in a clean car. Okay? Outside, right? As well as inside. These car washes will have vacuums. Use those vacuums. Show up, vacuum your car real quick, get it washed. You're in and out of there 10-15 minutes max. All right? Now for that 10-15 minutes, that $20 that I spent, maybe $22 or whatever, because I used a couple dollars on the vacuum. Now I have the potential to earn easily earn another $22 in tips. Now I say every day, but I'll probably go every other day or every third day, whenever my car looks like crap, And on the inside, yeah, I keep it clean. I keep, I have rag. I don't know if I have one right here, but I usually have rags or something like these quickie wipe down cloths. I use those a lot. Just keep it clean. Keep it as clean as possible. That's going to be a great way to help you maximize your tips. As well as a clean car, you got to be clean too. Don't be showing up like in your sweatpants, in your pajamas that, you just rolled out of bed. I mean, even if you did just roll out of bed, at least put on something fresh, some fresh clothes, something that doesn't stink, something that shows that you actually like care about serving that passenger, because believe it or not, they are your customer, and this is a customer service business, and you need to serve your customers, right? How do you expect to get tips if you don't do anything? Well, you just want to sit in your car and you expect them to give you some money? Like, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to like make conversation. You have to serve them. If they have bags, if they're going to the airport or you're picking up from the airport, definitely at least make the effort. Not everybody wants help. It's funny, but and the people that deny your help typically will not give you a tip, but get out and make the effort, right? Get out and make the effort. Go to load their bags in and out of your car, okay? If it's a lady and you have the opportunity, try and get the door for them, all right? These are little things that go a long, long way. Chivalry is not dead. Treat people with respect and give them service. Tip number 7, consider renting your car for rideshare, especially if you're going to do this like more of a full-time basis. You're cranking out a lot of rides. It's always good to put the wear and tear on someone else's car. Listen, your car is your tool to make some money as a rideshare driver. I was a carpenter. before this, and, you know, I had a bunch of tools. I had drills, I had hammers, I had saws. You know, those things were my tools. That's what I used to make money. That's what your car is in the rideshare business. It's a tool. It's there to help you make money. But if you have a crappy car and you're driving around all the time, and it could fall apart, your crappy car is probably going to fall apart. And you never know what the costs are going to be associated with that. Now, if you use a rental car, you can get it with unlimited miles. Uber and Lyft both have a rental program. You know, as far as I know, they still have it. So check into that if you want to become a driver, or even if you are a driver, just check into the rental program, because you can beat the crap out of their car. All right, you know what your costs are going to be. They're going to be fixed costs every single week, every single month that you drive. You know what they're going to be. There's no surprises. You can drive the freaking crap out of it and beat the crap out of it, and, you know, give it back to the rental company, and that's it. And now you don't have to worry about, you know, and now you didn't just beat the crap out of a depreciating asset, that tool. All the car does is cost you money. All right. If there's anybody else out there that feels different, go ahead and comment below. But it's not the case. The cars just cost you money. It's a liability. It's not even an asset. It's just a liability. All it does is cost you money. You can make money with it, but it's going to cost you. You got to pay for tires. You got to pay for gas. You got to pay for all this stuff. Okay. Just saying. So the rental program, I think, is a really good deal. Number 8, consider purchasing a premium vehicle. I drive a premium vehicle. I upgraded my vehicle. I needed to make more money, and I was like, oh, how am I going to do this? So I looked around and I saw an opportunity. I was like, oh, I see a lot of black cars. I see a lot of people spending money to ride cars. But why don't I get rid of my piece of crap car and upgrade my vehicle to a premium vehicle? That's what this car is. I drive an Acura MDX. I drive XL. I do Lux Black. So I have very wide array of rides that I can do, and I can earn a lot more money. Yeah, I pay a lot of money for this car, but you know what? I haven't had any maintenance on it. This car holds up really good. It's a newer car. I love driving it. I feel good in it. I look good in it. Passengers appreciate being in it, which definitely contributes to the tips that I get, and to my overall attitude. Dude, when you feel good, you have the possibility, you know, to give that energy off and make your passengers feel good. So definitely think about upgrading your vehicle. Don't get a new car. 3-year-old car is the way to go. I've always believed that, you know, because you lose a lot of money when you buy a brand new car, and I think a 3-year-old vehicle is the way to go. If you have access to the auctions, go to the auctions and get yourself a car. That's the best way to do it. You're going to save so much money that way. Number 9, have your exit strategy. Listen, you don't want to be an Uber and Lyft driver forever, or maybe you do, and if you do, you need to look into becoming a professional driver, starting your own transportation company. And if you're not going to do that, you need to have an exit strategy to get out of driving for Uber and Lyft. You're not going to get rich driving for Uber and Lyft. There's no future in it. Uber and Lyft have already cut rates like 3 times since I've been driving in my last 2 years. So they're probably going to do it again. They're always looking for a way to take more money out of your pocket. So have an exit strategy. I want to be an internet marketer. I work very hard at that. I'm doing that now. You know, whenever I'm not driving, I'm pretty much doing that. If I'm not being a dad, things like that. So have your exit strategy. If you need more help with an exit strategy, definitely subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up on this video. You know what else you can do? Comment exit strategy if you need help with that, because I want to know how many people want some help. They want some direction with this. I've been looking into this a lot lately. Thinking about doing a project, doing a video, talking about the best side gigs to have as an Uber driver and a Lyft driver, ways to make money online. So if you want to know more about that, comment exit strategy. Tip number 10, referral bonuses. This is probably one of the biggest things that Uber drivers and Lyft drivers miss out on. You don't take advantage of the referral bonus. You need to start using your referral link and earn referral bonuses. Talk to your friends, talk to other people. If someone asks you, if you have a passenger in the car and they're like, oh, how was driving? How much money do you make? Talk it up, be positive. Tell them the good points, tell them the bad points, just tell them the truth, and then ask them, are you thinking about becoming a driver? And then if they say yes, or maybe they're like, oh, I was asking for a friend, whatever. But ask them if they'll use your link, all right? And if they do, you have to make sure that you get their Facebook, their Instagram, in some way to be able to send them your link so they can sign up and become a driver, and then you earn a bonus. And not only that, if it's somebody in your car, you can help coach them, you can help teach them, you can answer questions for them, so you actually provide value to them for using your link. So that's a really good way to go. I really like this tip. Tip number 11, and this is a bonus. Okay, and this is another thing. Everybody's talking about the Get Upside app. They're like, oh, never pay for gas again. Free gas. Oh, get the Upside app. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth about this right now. It doesn't work like that. What you need to do if you want to save money on gas, okay, first of all, get the Lyft debit card, get the Uber debit card. You will save 4 to 5% on every single gas transaction that you do. You will save more money on that gas transaction than you will with the Get Upside app. Now, there is a way to use these both in tandem, right? So if I buy my gas and then I use the Get Upside app to get money back, well, then I'm double dipping, right? So I'm getting the money off my Lyft rewards card. I get rewards from that for gas, get like 4 to 5%. And then if I'm at a participating gas station, see, this is the thing with the Get Upside app. You only get money back at certain gas stations, and it's always like 1 cent, and it's always like at the most expensive gas station. But the other day I was in an area that I wasn't familiar with. I needed gas, so I stopped at a Mobil, like the highest price gas ever. And then I used my debit card, my Lyft Rewards debit card. I got 5% back on that, 4 to 5%. And then I was also able to use the Get Upside app. And if you want to see how to use that app, definitely check out the video right here, or the link is in the description. You can see I made a video talking about exactly how the app works and everything like that. Another good app that you can use, this is still tip number 11 for the bonuses that you can receive. So not only do you get Lyft reward bonuses, you get Uber reward bonuses, the Get Upside app reward bonuses, but there's also something called Freebird, and you can use Freebird to offer free rides or cash back on rides to your Uber and Lyft passengers. What you want to do is like put it on you can put it on a business card and hand them out to them. But when they download the Freebird app, when they use your link to download that app, what they're going to do is every time they, if they want to order a Lyft or they want to order an Uber, they can use the app and they're going to get cash back. So they're going to get cash back on that, right? Every time that they use it. So if they use your link, you actually get a bonus too. So think about every single passenger that you have in your car. What if you handed out a card to every single passenger? Do you think they want to get more money back on their Uber and Lyft rides? Yeah, probably, right? I don't know. So like I would. I know I do. I use the Freebird app. So if you want the Freebird app, the link is in the description below. Yes, I'm going to make some money, and I really appreciate it if you use my link, and then I want you to use your link as well to make some money. And last but not least, finally, thanks for being here, guys, but this is the last one. Number 12, get some business cards, all right? So I just mentioned the Freebird app. You can put it on there. You can also put the Get Upside app. Be like, hey, when you're driving your own car, you could use the Get Upside app, get money back on gas. And then not only that, but when you have business cards, they have your number. They can call you again for another ride. A lot of times when I have tourists or honestly anybody in the car, anybody that orders a premium ride, I always try to hand out a business card. I try to get business with them again later. Typically this only works for like, I only want to do it for people in my hometown, like if I'm in Waltham. So I'm not trying to drive like into Boston to take somebody like 5 minutes away. I want to take somebody from Waltham to like the airport or into Boston, into the city. Those are big rides. Those are good ticket rides for a premium on the premium mode. So that's what I like to do. Guys, those are my tips. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me the thumbs up if you liked the video, and I will see you on the next one.